Good morning students, welcome to the computer class. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 4, that is working with tables. This is the second part of the chapter. First part I discussed with you in the previous video. I hope all of you understood the first part of the video. Now let's have a look on the content which we will study in this video. Content in first part, I think all of you learned creating and entering data in a table, modifying a table. Now in this part we will discuss formatting a table, changing column widths, splitting and merging cells, applying border and shading, resizing table, calculations in a table, updating calculation in a table. This topic we will discuss in this video. Now let's start from the first topic, formatting a table. Formatting, first let me tell you what do you mean by formatting. Formatting means to change the appearance of the table. Appearance means to change the design, color of the table. Means these things you can do with the help of formatting option. Now how will you apply formatting in your table? For this, first you have to select the table. One more thing students, in a previous video I told you when you will insert a table, two new tab will appear on the ribbon, that is design and layout tab, and all the formatting whatever you want to apply on a table you can use only these two tab, that is design and layout tab. Here also you can see in the figure design and layout tab is there and it is under the table tools option. So for first applying the formatting you have to select the table that you want to format, then click on the design tab, and design tab is present under the table tools. Then you can see so many designs are there under the table style group. Select the design according to your choice and then click on it, then that formatting is applied on your table. Simple. First select the table, then go to the click on the design tab under the table tools, then in the table style group select the design according to your requirement, then that formatting is applied on your table. I hope all of you understood. Now next heading is changing column width. Sometime you want to change the width of your column. So for this you first you have to select the column whose width you want to change. Then again go to the layout tab, click on the layout tab, and when you will click on the layout tab then table property option will be there. Click on that table property option, then a table property dialog box will open in front of you. This is the table properties dialog box in which column option is there. Click on this column option, then a prefer width option is there in which some number is written here and can change the size of your column. So according to your requirement change the size of the column, then your column width will be changed. What will we do? I am again telling you, first select the column whose width you want to change, then on the layout tab of the ribbon click the property option, and property option is present in the table group. Then a table properties dialog box will open in front of you. Select the column option, then prefer width, select the size of your width and then click on the OK option, then your column width will be changed. Now next heading is splitting cells. Splitting, what do you mean by splitting students? Splitting means to divide anything. So here we are discussing about splitting cells. It means splitting a cell into two or more cell. So here definition is written, splitting a cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cell. So how will you apply splitting? For this first you have to select the cell on which you want to split, then under the table tools option select the layout option, layout tab, you can see the layout tab, then again on the merge group split cell option is there. So select this split cell option. When you will select this split cell option, then a split cell dialog box will appear in front of you in which the number of columns and the number of rows that you want to divide your cell you can enter it and then click on the OK option, then your cell will be splitted splitted in the splitted according to your requirement, the number of rows and the number of column you want. Again I am telling you, select the cell that you want to split, then click on the layout tab. In the merge group, select the split cell option, then define the number of rows and column into which you wish to split the selected cell, then click on the OK option, then your cell will be splitted. Now next heading is merging cell. Merging is just opposite of the splitting. In a splitting we divide a cell, single cell into a two or more cell, but in merging we combine two or more cell into a single cell. Means combine two or more cell into a single cell is called merging cell. For this also same tab is, we will use the same tab. First select the cells that you want to merge, means if you want to merge two cells, select that two cell. If you want to merge three cell, select that three cell. Then go to the layout tab. Under the table tool option, in a merge group, select the merge cell option. When you will select the merge cell option, automatically the selected cell will be merged into a single cell. This is very easy method. Simple. Select the cells that you want to split, then from the table tools on the layout tab, click on the layout tab. On the merge groups, click on the merge cell option. Then when you will select the merge cell option, automatically your cell will be merged into a single cell. I hope all of you understood. Merging and splitting. Splitting means divided a cell into two or more, and merging means to combine two or more cell into a single cell. Now next heading is applying border and shading. I think all of you want to decorate your table by applying a border and shading. It will give a better look to your table. So Word also provide the facility to applying border and shading. So first, how will you apply a border or shading? So here we will discuss how will you apply border on your table. So for applying a border, first you have to select the table on which you want to apply the border. Then click on the design tab. In the border group, one border option is there. When you will click on this border option, so many border option will appear in front of you. Then according to your requirements, select the border, and when you will click on the border or any border, then that border will apply on your table. Again I am telling you, first select the table on which you want to apply the border, then design tab. Then on the border group, select the border option. When you will click on this border option, a drop down menu will appear in which so many border option will be there. Select the border according to your choice, then that border will apply on your table. I hope all of you understood. Now second is how will you apply shading to your table. For this, first select, you can also apply a shading on the single cell or a group of cell or the whole table. So for this, select a cell, group of cell or the whole table on which you want to apply the shading. Then click on the design tab. In the table style group, click on the shading option. Here you can see that shading option is there. So click on this shading option. So many color will appear in front of you. Select the color of your choice, then that color will apply on your table. Again I am telling you, select the cell or group of cell or the whole table. Then on the design tab under the table group select the in the table style group, select the click the shading option, and when you will click the shading option, so many color will appear in front of you. Select the color of your choice, then that color will apply on your selected cell or a group of cell or the whole table. Now next heading is resizing. Resizing means to change the size. Means to increase or decrease the size of a table. It is very easy to increase or decrease the size of a table with the help of table resize handle. Here you can see table handle. One more thing is there, table move handle. If you want to move the table in your document, you can use this box. Simple, click the left click of your mouse on this move handle and drag the mouse from wherever you want to fix your table. Or table resize handle is of this square box size. Simply drag the mouse inward or outward to increase or decrease the size of the table. So from table resize handle we can change the size of the table, and from table move handle we can move the table in our document. One more thing is there, auto fit option, means with the help of auto fit option we can also change the size of the table. Here you can see auto fit option. It is a ready made solution to resize the table. How will you resize the table? With the help of auto fit option. Here step is given. For this, first you have to click on the layout tab. In layout tab, then in the size group there is a auto fit option. When you will click on this auto fit option, then three sub option will appear in front of you. Here you can see the three sub option: auto fit content, auto fit window, and fix column width. Auto fit content, it means the table will fix according to your content that you have written in the cell. Means it adjusts the column width according to the text that you have entered in this cell. Auto fit window, it adjusts the table according to the margin set on a window, means according to the window margin it set the table. And fixed column width, in this the width of the column is fixed, only text is wrapped in the same cell, means text is wrapped in the cell. All of you understood auto fit content, auto fit window, and fixed column width. Now next heading is calculations in a table. Now this is very important. How will you perform calculation in your table? Suppose in a 2 column you have written two different number. Suppose you have written the 2 marks of in English marks in a one column and Hindi marks in a next column, and you want to do the totaling of your marks in a third column. So how will you do calculation in a table? So for this also Word provide a facility to do the calculation. So for this, first you have to select the cell where the result is to be displayed, where you want the result. So first you have to select that cell. Then from the table tool select the layout tab. In a layout tab, one data group is there on which formula option is written. So select that formula option. When you will click on this formula option, then a dialog box will appear in front of you. This is the dialog box of the formula in which already sum is written. If you want to write any other formula, you can change this by simple clicking on it and write the other formula, subtraction, multiplication, whatever you want to do. So here sum is written, so we have to do sum also. So sum, and then click on this OK option, then automatically the result will appear in the selected cell. Again I am telling you, first select the cell where the result is to be displayed. Then from the table tools option select the layout tab. In the data group select the formula option, then a formula dialog box will open in front of you in which already sum is written. So you have to click only on the OK option, and if you want to do the other calculation, write the other formula and click on the OK option, then result will appear in the selected cell. Change any number, or if you want to delete any row, and after this what happened, your calculation will be wrong. So for this also Word provide a facility to update calculation in a table. So for this, how will you update the calculation in your table? This is very simple method. Select any cell or change its data, means whatever changes you want to do, you have to select it. You have to do the changes on that cell or that data. Then after this, now select the data of this cell where the total sum is displayed. After this, you have to go to the place where the result of the sum is there. Select that cell and then simple press F9. Then you will observe that automatically Word update the calculation. Simple. Select the cell or change the data whatever you want to change, then select the cell where you want your result, then press F9, then Word automatically update your calculation. This is the very simple method. Now student, my explanation is completed. I hope all of you understood the chapter. Those who are having book, try to fill the book exercises. Now I am giving you some home assignment. Try to write these answer in your rough copy. First is, what is the use of split cells option? Second, how will you calculate the sum in a table? Third, what do you mean by formatting a table? Four, how will you merge two cells in a table? Fifth, briefly explain the quick way by which you can change the column width in a table. I hope all of you understood the first and second both part of the chapter number 4. Those who are having book, again I am reminding you to fill the book exercises and go through the book, read it carefully. If any problem is there, write in the comment box. Not Thank you students.